These unexplained videos are sure to seep into your subconscious and give you nightmares tonight. If you enjoy pleasant dreams, you might want to turn this off. Number 5. In this video, a sinkhole can be seen starting to form on a highway. Cars begin to notice the cracks generating in the ground and drive slowly around it. Soon, a van is blocked by the crack forming in the road and isn't able to drive around it due to passing traffic. The driver is eventually able to switch lanes and ends up on the side of the cracked lane. But about 30 seconds later, the ground collapses into a sinkhole, coming dangerously close to swallowing the van into its darkness. A sinkhole is one of the most terrifying realities that exist for us today, because it can happen anywhere, anytime, and without warning. Number 4. This video was published by C's Crazy Crossroads YouTube channel on September 3rd, 2019. He accepts a 30-minute challenge where he has to go inspect a dilapidated church that is supposedly haunted by a demonic entity. It doesn't take long for activity to begin showing up. When only 2 minutes and 47 seconds into the video, a rock is picked up from a piano and launched at him. He doesn't notice this until after the video is posted, but in this moment, he has no idea what he's in for, because this is just the beginning. He explores a bit more, and as he walks toward the doorway that leads back into the room where the rock was initially thrown at him, at 3 minutes and 8 seconds into the video, another smaller piece of rock is thrown at him again. He still doesn't notice. But what happens next totally shakes him to his core. While telling the camera that he noticed a chair being out of place from its last position, a Bible jumps out of a briefcase in a chair near him and lands on the platform in front of him. As he goes to examine the chair, it is then pushed over.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh my God, here we go, here we go.
Frozen in fear, he tries to make sense of what just happened, but before he can even catch his breath, another chair behind him is pushed over. Various other poltergeist activity happens before he finally decides to leave.
This is really just what the? Oh, what the? I can't, guys. This is weird. This is really weird.
Visibly shaken, he starts to feel totally disoriented. With this probably being a good time to leave, he decides to push through with the investigation anyway. But whatever entity this is, they are clearly not happy about his being there, and we continue to see evidence of this.
I can't. What is that? I hear you. But how much energy does it take? This just hit me in the head now. All I can do is sit here right now.
He says that he should leave because he feels like he may actually get hurt by this vengeful spirit. If this really is an authentic experience, it truly is terrifying, and I give him kudos for taking this challenge. Number 3. The movie The Conjuring was released in 2013 and was met with critical acclaim for its realistic portrayal of what could be called one of the most extreme hauntings in recorded history. While many originally thought this great story to be rooted in the imagination of director James Wan, the movie was actually based on the terrifying experiences that the Perron family fell victim to in this very house. This 18th century farmhouse, located in Harrisville, Rhode Island, is where the paranormal attacks on the Perron family lasted from January of 1971 until they moved in June of 1980. At first, small occurrences started to happen, like piles of dirt forming on the floor they had just cleaned, or various items being out of place in the house. Soon, spirits started to appear that were mostly harmless, but it became very clear that a few were very angry. These particular spirits reeked of rotting odor and would often harass the family. What was originally thought to be a dream home and a safe haven for the Perron family was actually a gateway to the deepest, darkest depths of a paranormal underworld. Understanding the history of the house helps to make sense of the volatile activity that was experienced. It turns out that a previous owner who lived there in the 1800s practiced dark sorcery, and there was even evidence that she was responsible for the death of one of the neighbor's children. Many people were said to have lost their lives on many locations on the property. These days, it's a hot spot for ghost hunters to investigate. Marcel and Jennifer of J&M Exploration's YouTube channel decided to launch their own investigation of the haunted location. They go straight to the place with the most activity, the basement. This is where the heating equipment used to always mysteriously fail, which would force the father, Roger, to go down there constantly, where he would feel a cold, reeking presence. The further they go, the worse of a gut feeling they get being there. It becomes clear that they aren't alone. They then come across a disturbing kid's drawing that seems to show a person with a broken neck. They next move to the old barn, where the activity continues. They also catch another voice in the bedroom.
Make the noise in here with us. Can you knock on the wall?
The whisper is aggressive and hostile, clearly not wanting them there. Soon, the infamous foul odor can be smelled by Jennifer, who just minutes earlier asked the spirit for a sign of their presence. As she tries to leave, the stench gets stronger. Their friends, who were downstairs using an Ouija board, come up to the room and tell them about their experience. They said they were guided to spell out a demonic name, and just speaking it alone set off their equipment. Before they leave, a plant that is meant to keep evil spirits away can be seen swaying back and forth. Nothing seems to have stopped this house from having activity to this day. So could this be a way of the spirit mocking them for thinking it would work? Whatever has been residing in this home for the past 2 centuries is clearly not planning to be stopped anytime soon. Whether you believe the movie is true or not, there's definitely something off about this house. Number 2. This is allegedly said to be dashcam footage from a police officer in Arizona who was on highway patrol at night. After a bit of driving, he turns down a dirt road. He then sees a woman standing in the middle of the dirt road with a small fire at her feet. Her arms are crossed and her head is facing down, not acknowledging the car's headlights or making any attempt to move out of the way at all. She soon spreads her arms and lifts her head to the sky like something out of a horror movie, and a light can be seen illuminating from her face. No further information is given about this video, and I have yet to be able to find an explanation for exactly what was going on and what happened after this. But footage like this that is left totally unexplained definitely makes me feel uneasy. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and please make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our weekly videos. Now, let's get back into it. Number 1. Due to the movies growing up as a kid, I had a very different picture of what the Men in Black actually were. Maybe these innocent movies were meant to throw you off, because actual Men in Black encounters have always been way more sinister and disturbing than anything portrayed in a movie. These men are said to work for government agencies. They typically wear black suits and sunglasses, and they always seem to have something synthetic about their appearance and personality. They're known to appear when strange events have happened or certain items meant to be kept secret have been found or discovered. In June 2018, Apex TV, a YouTube channel that is well known for investigating strange occurrences, uploaded a video showing one of these men rumored to be one of the Men in Black. The video was sent from a man who works in the security room at a law office. The video shows a normal office where a receptionist is performing her ordinary work duties. Then, all of a sudden, a strange man in a black suit approaches the front desk and speaks to the woman, who is visibly uncomfortable. The man then makes a motion with his hand and seems to place the woman under a trance. He points at her purse. She goes to her purse and takes a camera out, walks around the desk, and walks out of the building with the man. The man who sent the video said that the receptionist hadn't been seen or heard of since. The fact that this takes place at a law office is even more creepy. Could they have had a case with evidence that was never meant for the public to see? Until someone comes forward to explain more about this video, we may never know. These disturbing videos might keep you awake all night. If you wake up in a cold sweat, I tried to warn you.